Enochian.org back again. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and all that good stuff. You know, just keep me going, making more videos here. Need some motivation there, folks. 5 views, what? Come on. Anyway, but the ones that I over-promote, well, more views. Anyways, I'm going to discuss meditation today. That is by far the most popular and requested topic. You know, you might think of some topics like immortality, how to call demons, how to do necromancy. Actually, it's meditation. But that's actually a good thing. What most people don't realize is if you're not good at meditation and don't practice it regularly, you can't do all that other stuff. Maybe you can once in a while, have the odd fluke or beginner's luck or whatever, but you generally can't keep it strong and can't keep it working really well. So meditation is kind of the key to everything. That's why all spiritual paths, occult orders and groups and etc., they all start the person with meditation. So either there's people new to the path wondering, okay, how on earth do you meditate? The crappy versions of some of these books don't work for me personally. And then there's the experienced practitioner, so it's like, well, that's beginner stuff. I don't do that as much anymore. And we all slack. Hi. We all slack in the meditation. I should meditate way, way more. Now, ideally, if you can, this sounds crazy, but an hour per day would be awesome every day. Now, hold on, don't hit the stop button yet, or the back button, or whatever. You work up to that. You don't start with, oh, I'm going to do an hour of meditation. There's no way. First time in, no way. Or first time in a while, no way. You start with 5 minutes. That's it, just 5 minutes, okay? And you try to meditate for 5 minutes. I'll be going over methods in a bit here. So, meditate for 5 minutes every day for a week. And hey, if you never get past 5 minutes, you do that the rest of your life, you're already way more ahead than where you are if you're not doing that 5 minutes, right? So, 5 minutes a day. And then the next week, up to 6 minutes. Now, don't do the thing that we all do. Okay, I'm doing really well. I'm going to go up to 20 minutes now. Nuh-uh. Because if you jump ahead like that, then there's more of a chance that you won't continue and keep going. So 6 minutes, next week 7 minutes. And, you know, each week go up a minute. If it gets to be a little too fast, slow down. Make it 2 weeks for your minute increase. But just a minute each week. And then once you're at half an hour, so that's, you know, like 25 weeks, right? So once you're there, you could stay at half an hour for quite a while. And even half an hour is amazing. I know I said an hour, but even half an hour, and that fits more in with most people's schedules, but even half an hour makes an entire difference. Now keep in mind, you have a spare half an hour. How much time have you spent on YouTube, Facebook, and social media, and the internet today, aside from specific work stuff? Right, so that's when you can be meditating, or TV, or whatever. That's your meditation time. Now, if you have 3 kids and a significant other, okay, just try for 15 minutes a day for now. Maybe half an hour. They nap sometimes, right? Anyway, okay, maybe some don't, but okay, so half an hour if you can. Just work up to it slowly and don't worry about it. Oh, I'm only at 10 minutes. Yeah, no, just 10 minutes is better than the no minutes that you could have been doing before, you might have been doing. And it does, like I said, I'm going to repeat myself a lot here, makes a night and day difference whether you meditate or not. As far as power goes, power level goes, energy goes, spirit's actually seeing and hearing you goes. You know, if you don't meditate and connect in their realm, you're kind of non-existent to them. Usually, you know, there's obviously every rule, there's, you know, the odd person or two that does not fit in that, but generally, if they're going to see and hear you and interact with you, you need to meditate so you're more connected with their plane, basically. And also, meditation, another handy thing, is that voice, that nonstop voice, or off and on voice that goes on. You want to quiet that or push that away, or at least have that in the background. you'll notice when you start meditating, okay, got this really loud voice. So you quiet it down, push the thoughts away, or whatever technique you use. And then there's this damn even quieter voice. And you gotta get rid of that. And then there's this even quieter voice. Anyway, so you can just push those aside. Don't worry about them. And then once you have less of that going on, you can perceive more and hear more. See, if you have the voice going on, thinking about what you're gonna have for dinner, how you might have screwed something up at work today, or what the traffic was like this morning, or whatever, that really gets in the way and shuts down of the magical experience, your magical output and your magical input, perceiving things and projecting energies and etc. So the idea is to gently move the thoughts away. Not that you can't do magic while having thoughts at the same time. However, those thoughts that are getting in the way, you want to push them aside. And there's a few techniques for this. There's the don't have thoughts technique. Yeah, sure, let's just all not have thoughts suddenly. You could try that if that works for you. It does work for some people. I find thought comes up, you just gently push it aside. It's like, whatever, it's a thought. Who cares? Just push it aside. Works very well. But each person is different. What you don't want to do is, oh, fuck, I thought again. Another thought. You don't want to do that because that totally hypes you up and gets you out of your state. So you just want to gently push each thought aside. Each thought is irrelevant. Each thought does not matter. So you have 10 billion, whatever, just push them aside. That's one way. Another way is a mantra. To come up with a mantra that means something to you, that works really well. It could be, you could just make up something. You could find a nice rhyme that you like. If it's in a foreign language, find out what it means first. Okay? Just trust me on this. I'm sure there's a few mantras that are like, let's fuck with the English folks who don't know this language. Let's fuck with the English folks who don't know this language. Anyway, make sure you know what it means. And you say the mantra. You can either say it out loud or in your head, whichever works better for you. Try both. Well, I mean, in each session, you want to try one method. You don't want to start a session where you go from push the thoughts aside to mantra out loud to mantra in your head, all in one 5-minute session. No. Pick a method and do that for your entire session, and don't swap methods partway through. That's one of those brain, playing a few tricks here to not have the meditation work as well. So you could do the mantra, do an out loud mantra, try it for a few days in a row, see if it works. Then try a in your mind mantra for a few days, see if it works. Because different meditation techniques will work different for different people. Another thing you could do is a meditation, like put your headphones on, noise canceling ones. By the way, cell phone, everything else, off, door locked, whatever. But that's already basic, obvious, right? Anyway, that should have happened already. But noise canceling headphones and playing some nice music, relaxing music, though I'm not saying I haven't meditated to Cradle of Filth before, but generally most people do well with relaxing music. Or you could do one of those guided meditation things. Maybe I'll put some up. I've done guided meditations before, and they work really well for some people. So you could do that, and you have the person talking and guiding you in the meditation, and you're so focused on that that everything else doesn't affect you as much, or doesn't distract you as much. You could try that. Just be careful with which ones you choose. Be selective. Make sure it's something that you wouldn't mind sitting in your subconscious or hanging around you in the back of your mind all the time, because you're going to be wanting to use it a lot. So just be very choosy with what you pick. So you can do meditation or guided visualization or guided meditation. I prefer guided meditations over guided visualizations, but that's just me, because guided visualizations are usually a particular path, usually some new agey stuff, which not necessarily bad for this. But it's usually a certain path and certain energies in that, where just guided meditations just guide you into the meditation. Now, personally, I love the Buddhist ones. Those Buddhists, they have meditation down so well. Seriously. And it's not the all flighty, let's meditate in the clouds kind. It's the good, grounded, solid here physically on this earth, not spacing out, but being here meditation. It is amazing. Recommended. Some good Buddhist meditations. Try to avoid the new agey ones. try to go for the ones, you know, the actual folks from Tibet, usually that moved here, but, you know, the well-known actual Tibetan ones that are part of the lineage. Double check their lineage, and there's some free ones online. There's some free teachings online. I could maybe find some links and post them. But whatever it is, if it works for you, cool. If it doesn't work for you, you know, after a week of a certain method or a certain teacher or whatever, just scrap that. Just, go on to something else. Now, you don't want to get too impatient. Be, oh, that method didn't work, that method didn't work, that method didn't work. Sometimes it's about try harder. So you have to find some balance in there and know yourself well enough to know whether you just kind of wussing out or whether that method really isn't for you. You know, we're so used to instantaneous everything. Go on the internet, order something, done, 5 minutes. Want food delivered? Done, 5 minutes. Everything. Cook food at home, half the time it's, a lot of people cook that prepackaged stuff. Dinner done, 5 minutes. Everything is quick, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So when we're used to, these days, everything coming to us and at us immediately, all at once, it's sometimes a little hard to stick with something for a good long time. So you want to make sure that you can stick with something. And this is a good discipline exercise while we're at it, right? When's the last time you did an awesome discipline exercise? I know we've all made ourselves do our daily upkeep, brushing teeth, whatever. Flossing, whatever. So we all do that kind of stuff. You know, sweep up the house a couple times a week, do laundry however many times. So that's become a habit and a pattern, and that is a discipline. At first, maybe it was really hard. Don't remember, a long time ago, right? We get into these habits. Move into a new place and you have to go down the street to do laundry. That would be a really hard new discipline to do. Like, don't want to do it, put it off another week. Anyway, each of these things is a discipline. So meditation is a discipline. You want to force yourself to do it gently, of course, and enjoy it, of course, as much as you can, but to do it and to get into the habit where, do you actually think about hopping in the shower? Not really. Just think about, hope the water's not cold at first, or whatever. But you don't think about it, you just go do it. Kind of like you should just do meditation. No thought, just shower time, brush teeth time, cook dinner time, meditation time. Of course, maybe not after cooking dinner and before going to sleep, or you might just pass out. That's another thing I should cover about meditation. The reason you start small and with a few minutes is so you stay awake during it. What happens is when we go into an altered state, the first reaction we have is to sleep. Because when are we most used to altered states? It would be upon waking and upon going to sleep. That's the best altered state for a lot of work. And that's what we're used to. So quite often we start to go in this altered state and we think sleep and we start to doze off and then, wake up, oops, fell asleep during that. So some ways to avoid that is picking a time of day where you wouldn't naturally fall asleep. If you take the train to work, amazing time to meditate. I've had some of the best meditations on the SkyTrain and on trains before. If you're driving, don't do that. Anyway, noise canceling headphones work great. Even if you don't turn them on, nobody will bother you. Great time to meditate. Other times, if you get a lunch break at work and you finish your lunch a little early, you can sit on the bench in the park a little longer. And there's some meditation time. Just pick some times during the day where you can slot in some meditation. It'll really help with any stress. It'll help with relaxation, helps with health, really helps with magic. So very, very recommended to get that meditation in there. And then, of course, the energy flows more freely and so forth and so on. You might need to schedule in meditations, or you might need to just grab them anytime you have some free time, depending on how hectic your life is. Again, I know I did a whole video about priorities, but this would be priorities. How important is magic to you would be how important is meditation to you, because meditation is one of the key components of magic. I know it's not the most exciting one, though it can be sometimes, but it is definitely a necessary one. Do we really enjoy washing the dishes when the dishwasher's broken? Sorry. No, but it's necessary, right? So meditation might be like that to you, but eventually it's not too bad. Washing dishes with the headphones cranked is kind of fun. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It depends on your perspective, how you look at it, and get some fancy dish soap if you have to enjoy washing your dishes. Now, for meditation, to enjoy that, you would find a method that you enjoy. Find music that you enjoy. Probably don't want to change it up all the time. You want to probably keep the same kind of music, or find a guided meditation or something that you actually enjoy. Now, when you start to get results, careful about the, oh, I'm doing really good. Yeah, it was a thought, it was a distraction. That's the ego getting in there. Also be careful about, I just had the best amazing insight of my life. And then there goes the meditation. I just swear the meditation, the ego, the whatever just tricks you. You get in this deep altered state, and the best insights, these things you've been trying to figure out for ages, or the spirit you're trying to connect with or something, it just always happens then. You get this great connection, but just remember it and go back into the meditation. Then when you're done, take the notes, of course. Now, if you get these all the time, you could purposely do a meditation session for insights, but that's sort of a different practice. That is a pondering and contemplating type of meditation, as opposed to keeping the thoughts away meditation. So just try different ones, and don't get too caught up in the amazing things that happen. Wow, I can suddenly see. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just keep meditating, okay? It's no biggie. Just keep meditating. It'll get better. See if you think, okay, cool, I'm done. I can do this. I can see this. I can hear this. It's all awesome. Oh, this energy. Yeah, no, just ignore that. Just keep moving on. Just keep meditating. Sure, that's maybe a good sign that you're moving forward, but whatever, just keep meditating. Don't go, yeah, I'm done. That's good. No, just keep up your practice every day, no matter what results you get. And I'll probably be doing a part 2 on meditation, but that is my recommendation. And get on it. Just start. Good time to start would be this evening or tomorrow morning. Well, no, this evening. Tomorrow morning as well. Let's get a couple 5-minute inners. You know, I should create this calendar where we can all put down that we meditated today. Then we're accountable to come up with something like that. Anyway, get on that. Get meditating. You can put on your to-do list each day so you get to cross it off your to-do list so you feel extra accomplished there. And just get on it. You're going to find your magical practice will really accentuate a lot. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth the time, even if you find it boring, yawn, whatever. It'll be worth it because it'll make all the other times amazingly more effective. Anyway, Enochian.org. Comment, like, and share. And I'll be doing another video on something soon.